Okay, so for lesson 6, Priya, Han, Lynn, and Diego are all on a camping trip with their families. The first morning, Priya and Han make oatmeal for the group. The instructions for a large batch say bring 15 cups of water to a boil, then add 6 cups of oats. Priya says the ratio of the cups of oats to the cups of water is 6:15. That's 0.4 cups of oats per cups of water. Han says the ratio of water to the cups of oats is 15 to 6. That's 2.5 cups of water per cup of oats. Who is correct? Explain your reasoning. Okay, so divide by 15. So 6 divided by 15 doesn't go in, so decimal. 4 times 15 is 60, and so that is 0.4. So that is 0.4 cups of oats per cup of water. So Priya is right. Well, divide by 6, so 15 divided by 6. 6 goes into 15 2 times. Decimal, bring down the 0. 6 goes into 30 5 times. And so that's 2.5. And so that is 2.5 cups of water per cup of oats. So Han is right as well. Both are right. They just said it in different ways. Again, sorry if you have headphones on. Okay. The next weekend after the camping trip, Lynn and Diego each decide to cook a large batch of oatmeal to have breakfast ready for the whole week. Lynn decides to cook 5 cups of oats. How many cups of water should she boil? Well, we know that it's 1 to 2.5. So times 5 times 5. So that's 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 2 is 10. And the 2 we carried is 12. So 12.5 cups of water. Diego boils 10 cups of water. How many cups of oats should he add into the boil? Well, we know that this is 1. Stop drawing arrows when I make a line. 1 to 0.4. So times 10 times 10. So 10 cups of water. Well, that's 0. 4. So that's 4 cups. of oats. Did you use Priya's rate or Han's rate to help you answer each of the previous questions? Well, now, this is where reading ahead helps out a lot. Because if you read this question, then you knew that this was the answer. That they were both right. Okay. I used Han's rate for number 2A because it was set up in the way easiest for that question. Priya's was set up best for 2B. Okay, so now we've got activity 2, cheesecake, milk, and raffle tickets. For each situation, find the unit rates. A cheesecake recipe says mix 12 ounces of cream cheese with 15 ounces of sugar. How many ounces of cream cheese are there for every ounce of sugar? So we do 12 divided by 15, since it wants cream cheese for every ounce of sugar. So 15 doesn't go into 12, but it does go into 120. And so that's ends in a 0, so it's going to be an even number. Let's say 8. 8 times 5 is 40, carry 4. 8 times 1 is 8, plus the 4 is 12. So that's 0.8 ounces of cream cheese for every ounce of sugar. How many ounces of sugar is that for every ounce of cream cheese? So we just do the division the other way. 12 into 15. Well, that's once. Decimal. Bring down the 0. 12 goes into 30 2 times. There's 6 left over. 12 goes into 65 times. And so that's 1.25. Let me fix that. Ounces of sugar for every ounce of cream cheese. Mai's family drinks a total of 10 gallons of milk every 6 weeks. How many gallons of milk does the family drink per week? Well, so that's 10 divided by 6. So 1 decimal, bring down the 0, 6 goes into 40 6 times. And so that's going to be another 6, so we'll say 1.67, because that's just going to keep repeating 666. So about how many weeks does it take the family to consume 1 gallon? So we do the division in the other way. So 6 divided by 10. I'm supposed to change colors, but oh well. 10 doesn't go into 6. 10 goes into 60 6 times. So about 0.6 weeks. This does not mean 6 days. Okay, this means 60% of a week. So 0.6 times 7, that would mean 4.2 days. Okay, that's how many days. Now, Tyler paid $16 for 4 raffle tickets. What is the price per ticket? So we do 16 divided by 4. Well, that's 4. So $4 per ticket. Okay, how many tickets is that per dollar? Well, that's 4 divided by 16. Or we can take this one and do 4 into 1. We'll get the same answer either way. Goes into 1 0 times, 4 goes into 10 2 times, the 2 left over. 4 goes into 20 5 times. If we do that here, 16 goes into there 0 times, 16 goes into there 2 times, 16 goes into 80 5 times. So that's and so that's 0.25 tickets per dollar. And now a bunch of you probably forgot to do question 4 because it was on the next page, but here it is. For each problem, decide which unit rate from the previous situation you would prefer to use. Then solve the problem and show your thinking. If Lynn wants to make extra cheesecake filling, how much cream cheese will she need to mix with 35 ounces of sugar? So that means we have to decide if we want to use this or this to figure it out. Well, we know we have 35 ounces of sugar. Well, we know how many ounces, we want to know how much cream cheese we'd need. So we probably want to use this one then, since it's 0.8 ounces of cream cheese for every ounce of sugar. And so 0.8 times 35, well, that's 40, carry the 4, 24, 28, and so 28 ounces of cream cheese. Now, how many weeks will it take Mai's family to finish 3 gallons of milk? So how many weeks will it take her to finish 3 gallons of milk? So we know it takes 0.6 weeks for 1 gallon. So we probably want to, so to consume 1 gallon is this one. So we probably want to use this one to find out 3 gallons. So 3 times 0.6, that's 1.8 weeks. How much would all 1,000 raffle tickets cost? Well, again, we come up here and we take a look. The price, it's $4 per ticket, and we are looking for how much 1,000 of them cost. So times 4. So $4,000. Okay, that's lesson 6.